Hi, I'm Daniel Benson, editor of cyclingnews.com, and with me today we have Alex Dowsett from Team Sky. What first got you into cycling?
My dad started mountain biking every Thursday night with his windsurfing mates. When I was 11 I said I wanted to get fit and join them. I was a swimmer at the time. So Dad took me out a couple of times. I think he took me to the top of Danbury Hill and I threw up at the top of it. But that's only happened 3 times after an effort, which kind of gutted that I could push myself that hard as an 11-year-old and I can't seem to do it anymore. And then one of the guys that was mountain biking, Eric Smith, he used to race, his son Glenn raced for the Data Phonics team. And then I just said I'd fancy to go on a road bike. So they took me down to the Malden 10-mile time trial, just one of the evening club 10s. Had a go. Didn't really think much of being very good until I did the national schoolboy 10-mile time trial champs, and I was a 14-year-old, and this was an event for up to 16-year-olds. I was pretty early off because I was seeded badly, and then I put the fastest time in, and I was fastest at the 5-mile point even when the last rider come through, but then he pulled a load of time back and beat me, so I ended up second. Ian Stannard won it. That's where I realised I'd found something that I was pretty handy at, so just kept on. You
mentioned your swimming. I read somewhere that you got into that on doctor's advice. You obviously wanted to stay healthy, but
yeah,
because of haemophilia, you didn't, impact sports perhaps weren't the safest option.
Yeah, I mean, at school I was off. I never played rugby, sort of football was minimum. Played a lot of basketball. I mean, the medication's really good, but being fit and healthy is really important. But then the problem you get is internal bleeding into joints and sometimes muscles. So they said swimming, it works everything. It keeps you fit. If you've got less weight on you, less pressure on joints. And it's low impact as well, which, I mean, they approve of the cycling as well. I said to them, I started cycling now, like racing, and they went, well, we'd rather you played chess or a musical instrument, but if that's what you want to do, then fine. Well, Mum and Dad, they'd take me to, I think, just to find swimming lessons. 5 different towns around Essex, 5 nights a week. I think twice on a Sunday I was swimming, just to keep the haemophilia at bay as much as possible. I think that's why I can do what I do now. I know lads who haven't got haemophilia as bad as I have, but they've had to have their joints fused in some cases. So it's I may as well be normal.
How does it impact you on a racing level?
If I crash, kind of give everyone around me a bit of a scare. But I mean, I'm pretty normal, to be honest. If a crash is bad enough that I need to go to hospital, then things get a little more serious, but as long as I've got my medication in me, then I'm pretty much normal. I think I sit on the bike with one shoulder lower than the other because I can't straighten that elbow fully, because that's where I had a lot of problems as a kid, but otherwise that's it, that's all that affects me. So I've got a necklace on just to, if I do end up on my arse and unconscious and whatnot, then if people get to me, they know what I've got, so which helps.